Morning, guys and girls for that matter. This video, I just want to show you 10 charts that I think is very important right now. It's across the board. It's not any specific sector or anything. But these are ones that I find, yeah, as mentioned, very important at the moment and could have some potential trades or investments in the near future. So let's have a look at it. The first one here is a ratio between the SPX and the UY, the gold bug index. Looking at this one here, I've been looking at for like a year or so. This is a possible big inverted head and shoulders right there. You can see them, and this move right here has been a lot stronger than I would have expected. But still, it's in play. We have the neckline here, and also the right shoulder is a possible inverted head and shoulders with the neckline right there. So we need to curl over right now. And don't take out the highs here at around 21, 22-ish, these highs there, because that means that the SPX are in for some outperformance against this gold bug index. Um, so yeah, that's how I see this. It's a big one, I really want to see this go down, meaning that more money will, or that gold and silver has more attention. Gold, very quickly, look where we are today. Last day we had a decent day. We also had what was it, job numbers, I think. Yeah. Uh, and we are still above this longer term trend line coming down, so that's fine. I did assume that this was an inverted head and shoulders, but that we can rule out because this one is way too low. We have also taken out the low of the head right there. So hopefully we will start to curl back up again and break out of this very long-term bullish wedge going back 1 month actually. So we need to break to the upside here very, very soon. Maybe we will get a final tag here at the long-term trend line, and then we go. But still, let's see what happens here. I would very much prefer to have a resumption to the upside right now. It's very late in the move, but still. The dollar, the good old dollar, Dixie. Right now, I am looking at this level right here. We have this long-term golden support resistance you can see right there. Also, then we have the horizontal. That one, I'll just mark it for you. This one here, we have a very long-term support and resistance level at around 103.5. We have all the dots, the connections right here, all the way across, the lows there. So it's quite a big, a big double resistance right here that we are facing for the dollar. Also, this is quite a big move that we have. So it's decision time. Do we roll over here? Therefore, also gold, as we looked at before, will break out to the upside. Or do we really break it this time here after such a long move? Could be. We did have a fake down here to the downside below the big level at 100.8. So it's definitely in the cards, but let's see. It has to prove itself first. Bitcoin, I will remove that one from an old video. Yesterday, like 10 hours ago, we did break this bad boy here. Big spill. And now I think as mentioned previously, we're going down to the 25K. And if you lose that one, that is not very good for the crypto market because, as you can see, this is it's still a neckline for this inverted head and shoulders right there. So losing that clearly is very bad for the bulls because then the neckline is broken for this big bullish setup right here. So let's see how it acts out. Still 25 is a big level. We will get a bounce. How big? We have to wait and see. Oh, good old oil. We did have a slight peak above this double. You can see all the support and resistance right here. Did have a peak above the 84. Fake out, as you can see, and then we went down here again. And also mentioned previously, I think we could go in for a huge retest here. It would be perfectly healthy as well at around 75. What I'm noticing here on the shorter frames is also, let me remove that drawing, that one right there, is some sort of a head and shoulders pattern right here with a small head, excuse me, with a small right shoulder here, maybe a bigger one So if we break that neckline, then definitely we're going down here to the 75s. No doubt about it in my view. Yeah, but oil is up 0.5% this morning. So this is the US 30-year rates of the bonds. You can see here clearly we're working on a possible double top here. And there should be a lot of selling here. And I say should because in these times, it's very difficult to say what rates is going to do. But still, double top for now. And this is also major rally. So I'm expecting on any chart, no matter what it is, that we get some sort of pullback. How low? I have no idea. But we have to wait and see. But I do expect a pullback before we break it higher, if we break it higher. It could also be a major double top. But let's see. Again, this one going down again will also favor gold and silver. And that should also indicate that the dollar is breaking down from that double resistance that we are currently at. So URNM, uranium, my favorite sector. Still, we tagged the upper golden trend line there. Now we're retracing a bit here, getting a bit lower than I would like to see, to be honest, because we have a squeeze coming up here. So we need to hold here. But obviously we also have the internal here, which we need to take out once again. But again, if oil goes down to 75, I would expect this one to go lower as well before we go higher. We have the internal midline there, which could be a target for the pullback. This is the big one, gold to silver ratio, discussed also in the previous video. I really want this to be a fake out above this gold, smaller trend line there, which it seems it is. So hopefully this is the start of a roll down. I really don't want to see. Oops. This high here gets taken out, and especially that one. That would be market crushing all over. So yeah, hopefully this is where we roll over. Could be a rounding top here. But I think this weekly close will be very important. So as long as we close here, just around the 83s, that's very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, this is the URA divided by XLE. So if this ratio goes up, that means that the uranium market is outperforming the gas and oil and gas energy market, which is nice, which is what we want to see. And let me show you. This was the breakdown here, late 2021, and that was when uranium really started to lose steam. But we have this trend line here. You can see we checked there in June, and now we are in a bullish blue wedge right there. So hopefully you are able to break to the upside there, making a higher high and a higher low. And then we will probably end up somewhere here, but still very interesting to see what will happen today here, or next week, this week or next week in that wedge. This one is the US dollar Swiss franc currency pair, which is one of the most important. Let me show you why. Let me zoom out here. This is long term, going back 50 years. Let me show you why it's so important. If you take the dollar or the Dixie divided by inflation, you can see how correlated these two are. So you can clearly see the correlation, right? Don't need to zoom it in for you. So we want the US dollar to lose against the Swiss franc over time, because that means that the dollar is losing purchasing power against inflation, of course. So it's losing purchasing power, which will have gold go up. Also, if you invert this one here, it's actually quite fun to do. Let me show you. Let me remove this one. We will invert it. We will invert it, as I said, like Jesus Christ. There it is. Excuse me. And then we will find the gold chart. Let me show you. This is actually a very good exercise for you. Oh, I need to do that right here. Excuse me, it might be take some time. So invert, give me a few seconds. invert, and log scale. So you can see here as well that um, that oil is basically, excuse me, gold is basically tracking the dollar losing purchasing power against, losing its purchasing power, and the dollar losing purchasing power is have high correlation with the USD Swiss franc. So that's a ratio that is, I wouldn't say 1 to 1, but it's definitely in the 0.8s and plus. So yeah, that's it. I also have the BDI here very quickly. Let me just get rid of all that good stuff here for you shipping guys. Shipping and guys. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. You can see here the expanding formation in a bullish trend here. Trying to peak out here, maybe. But we need to get above these highs here to have a higher high. So yeah, that is that. There's still a lot of work to do, but for now it's trying to peak out, which is quite nice to be honest. Okay, these were 10 charts or 11 actually, that I think was at a major point in time are very important. Let me know if you agree. If not, let me know if you have any others that are very important at the moment. I will happily look at it, maybe give you an answer to those. And yeah, that's all I had for today, at least for this one. So have a great day, guys.